Hello, race fans. This is Aaron Take. Get yourself ready for Group 2 of the Ultimate EVO contest, sponsored by Polo Racing and GTR.
Hold my beer, hold my beer, hold my beer, guys. Hold my beer, hold my beer, hold my beer, guys.
Yeah, I like their singing. This is Richard Gere, and I'm going to give you the play-by-play for 4 rounds. Group 2 is shown right here. In blue with Puff, Marco Polo, Uncle Elvis, and Variet. Now, race fans, we need to level with you. The reason you heard the Hold My Beer jingle was because contractually, the jingle had to be sung at the beginning of every Ultimate EVO race. So although they are no longer going to be in the booth, the contract says that they must sing.
I guess I could put up with that.
Remind everybody about Group 1.
Lep was the winner with 13 points, and it was Speedball Herman who also qualified to move on.
Let's get into the racing for Group 2. Puff is on the outside. Variet is next to him. Uncle Elvis, lane 2, and lane 1 closest to us is Marco.
Polo.
Oh my goodness, and Puff has already crashed out. It's Variet with the lead, going on the main lanes and drifting and spinning around, and he does manage to come through. Polo is looking good, coming around the sharp right turn and first onto runway 3. Oh dear, he has a full spin. Look at Uncle Elvis pull into second. He did get caught up around the turn on the big U, and Variet's going to take the win. Uncle Elvis is floating his way into second, and that was Marco Polo.
It was Puff on the outside lane that nosed it in, and some of the faster drivers have had that problem on that lane. Unfortunately for him, he turtled over right away. It was a great recovery by Variet, and he is over the train, getting 2 extra points. Coming down on runway 3, he takes advantage of a shaky Marco Polo. Now keep your eyes on Uncle Elvis as he rips it right past Marco Polo and very nearly gets past Variet. The first race has concluded, and Variet takes first place, 5 points plus 2 extra. Over the train, Uncle Elvis has 3.
Well, we're gearing up now for the second race. Puff has moved to the inside lane. He will have one more try over the train jump at the very end, and it's Variet on the outside lane for his second attempt. He's got the lead through the snow. He's looking quite good, and Marco Polo suddenly pulls up down the Joker lane first. Uncle Elvis and Variet have slid out. They're on Mesa Butte, and they're stuck. It's Marco Polo in the lead, and Puff is right behind. There they go, 1 and 2 right down the runway. Polo is stretching a little bit. Okay, here comes Puff, but he gets caught, and it's Marco Polo first. Across the finish line with Puff coming in second.
Race fans, I was very surprised to see Variet and Uncle Elvis struggle around the Mesa Butte and leaving the lion's share of the points to Marco Polo and Puff. Here they come around the Big U, and both of them have trouble. They do stay wheels down and come through the finish line, but Marco Polo adds 5 more and is tied with Variet after 2.
It is go time for Uncle Elvis here. He's on the outside, and he's got that chance for extra points over the train. Now Puff is behind as well. He's going to need to pick up a good score. There's the green light. Off they go. Oh, nice and even over the creek jump. Uncle Elvis pulls out, and so does Puff. And now Variet seems to have a slight lead down the Joker lane. There's a good drift, and Elvis has done well, and it looks like Marco Polo is left behind. There comes Variet. Now he's first onto the runway. Nice and smooth he goes. Elvis has not left the scene as he makes his way around the Big U, and look at the push he's getting from behind by Puff. Variet takes first. Elvis takes second, and Puff will wrap it up with third.
Let's take a look, race fans, at the instant replay as we watch Uncle Elvis execute a wonderful drift. He's challenging Variet, but Variet has continued to show himself to be quite fast. As he pulls on ahead, Uncle Elvis can do nothing but just follow behind in second place. And we'll take a look at the score here, as Variet has 5 points, 5 more points. That brings him to 12. Honestly, the only way these other drivers can tie or pass him is if he doesn't finish the next race.
Well, don't jinx him there, Aaron.
I take back everything I just said.
Race 4, ladies and gentlemen. All right, the higher seats. Marco Polo's on the outside lane. He's going to have to finish. There goes Puff. He's in the catbird seat. Variet is in the lead. Oh, but he spins around, and I don't think he made contact, but, the officials are letting the race continue. There we go, Marco Polo. It's Puff in the lead. Marco Polo right behind him. Oh, boy. And Marco Polo's going to have to get ahead, and Elvis is behind them. Any one of these drivers needs to win if they want to muscle their way to the front and move on. Right now, it is Puff. He spins around, but he's going to come through it first. Marco Polo in second, and Elvis will take third.
Okay, let's go back and rewind to the very start, and we'll watch Variet in lane 2 come over now after that jump. So even if there was contact, the race should still continue, and we'll slow it down one more time. It really looks like Puff was able to skirt on by.
Yeah, there's two things here. One is that they were past that small jump, and so legally any contact can be made. And secondly, Puff won the race.
He had a well-executed drift, and he pulled himself ahead of Marco Polo. And even though he twirls around, he comes through and collects 7 more points for that finish. Ladies and gentlemen, Puff with Puff's Racing and Variet with Variet Skunk Works are moving on.
Well, race fans, we hope you've enjoyed the Ultimate EVO Tournament Group 2 Racing. Let's take a look at the third group, which is Champagne Pappy, Iceman, Numbskull, hey, and Fat Dad will be racing next time we see you.
Hold my beer, hold my beer, hold my beer, guys. How did I sound?
Eh.
Are you tracking?